Settlement is done. The house is ours, and now it is time for the video that you have all been so patiently waiting for. We're gonna give you a tour of our new home on the inside. But first, we are Whitney, Jonathan, Clark, Annie, and Arlo. We're a family who believes in taking chances and living a life we love. Our hearts have been longing for change, for space, for learning, for adventure. Right at home. So what did we do? We sold our home without a permanent place to land. We moved into our sister's basement. We found and purchased the property that we believe will house the hopes and growth of our family for years to come. Join us as we roll up our sleeves to get ready for renovating. Watch us turn a house into a home and acres of grass into a farm. Welcome to Follow the Whisper. Last week, things with settlement went about as well as could be expected. Yes, it's a little bit of a cumbersome and a monotonous process, but it all went smoothly. We're so thankful for Jonathan's dad for being our realtor and walking with us through this journey. Truly, thank you so much, Dad, for being a really keystone figure. Getting things out of storage and into the basement was a quick and painless process because we had so many friends and family who were willing to step up and loan us their muscles and get dirty with us for the better part of an evening. Now all of our stuff is just going to be taking residence in the basement of the new home until we are there and have done the renovations and are situated enough that we're ready to unpack and find new places for all of our stuff to go. All right, so you've been waiting. And now we're gonna take you inside and show you around our new place. Oh, there's an Arlo waiting for us.
Hi, buddy.
He's the best greeter. So here is the entryway. I'm envisioning Jonathan's photography going up here and being what welcomes us when we come home. This wall here is hollow and just houses a pocket door. So we know for sure that we're gonna take this wall down and kind of open it up. There is a huge to-do list. We plan to do this all ourselves, and Jonathan works a full-time job, so it is going to be something that we're going to have to commit our evenings and weekends to. We realize that it's not going to be a quick process and a quick turnaround. So now we're in the dining room. It's a pretty decent sized dining room even as it is, but we're going to be taking down some walls and opening things up to make it feel even more spacious. It would already fit the dining room table that our friend Brian built for us, but I think it will feel even more at home in here once we open it up a little bit. Favorite feature in this room is the large window here in the front. We loved our bay windows in our last home, and this house doesn't have bay windows, but the size of these windows is awesome. The views are amazing. When Jonathan was pulling up, I could see him coming seriously for like 2 minutes, so that was really cool. I'll talk about that wall in a minute. The home that we just sold was a home that we spent a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of money into making ours. And so there have been a few people who have said, why on earth would you go through doing all of that work and spending all of that money if you were just gonna turn around and sell it? But we have no regrets. There has been not even an ounce of either of us that feels like, oh gosh, did we make the right choice? Yes, we made that house beautiful, and yes, we put a lot of work into it, but in the long run, it was an investment, and it was kind of an opportunity to prove to ourselves that we have it in us to do really big things inside of a home. This is our kitchen. In terms of the homes that we have lived in prior, this is a huge kitchen for us. The island that we had in our last home was just one of those like portable, movable types. We are going to be taking these cabinets down and putting up new. They are in good shape, so I would prefer to be a little bit more delicate with them and either use them in the garage or downstairs or donate them. Still thinking through what we do with the island, but I am leaning towards putting the microwave and trash in there. This also is an area that we're not quite sure on. I'm gonna show you in a second why I definitely want this to go. We don't need desk space per se, so part of us was tempted to just take that out and let it be easier for larger groups to be in here. However, I will say that we had a lot of people in here last night and they all fit. Jonathan and I both really like the setup that our friends have in their kitchen for beverages. And so we've been thinking about making a little beverage area over here. Jonathan and I do not plan to hire any professionals for the work that we're going to do on our new place. And yes, we may employ some friends and family members as they are willing, but for the most part, we're gonna be doing this work ourselves. This is the reason why we are going to get rid of this. I'm really excited about this. I, again, have never had a big kitchen, I've never had a lot of storage, and I have never ever had a pantry, let alone one that I can twirl in. Maybe this is where Annie's gonna go for timeout. So Annie, you've been bad. Arlo, have you been bad? And then this is our laundry area slash mud room. It does give you direct access to the backyard. We have first floor laundry. In our last 2 homes, I have had to go down not 1, but 2 flights of stairs for laundry, so I don't have to do any stairs here. Really awesome. Since the backyard is out there, swimming pool is back there, instead of having the kids traipse through the house wet, we would like this corner over here, cameraman, we would like that corner to be potentially a half bathroom. So we'll see if we can make that happen. We're just looking forward to being able to take a house that already has great bones and so much potential and just freshen it up, modernize it, make it ours. So back in the kitchen, if we come through this way, we have our living space. This wall here, we are pretty sure that it's non-load bearing. We're gonna crawl up in the attic space and make sure that nothing on the roof is resting on that wall. And if it's not, then we would like it to come down. That would drastically open up the space. In this house, without the basement being finished, they dedicated a lot of space to the master. That's awesome. I've never had that before and I'm thankful for it. But in my opinion, I feel like the living space was then sacrificed a little bit. So I feel like if we can get rid of that wall, it would make things feel so open in here. And my biggest concern when we walked in here was that I didn't know where my Christmas tree was going to go. This room is a little unique because of the slider. Can't really put a couch there. We're thinking couch will be back here. TV is gonna be over there. So there's not a whole lot of space for a Christmas tree, but if this wall goes away, then my Christmas tree is going to be fat and right in the middle, and then I can dance like a sugar plum fairy around it, and I'll be very happy. Fireplace is something that we have always wanted. In our last place, we did put in a gas fireplace, but this is wood burning. Kind of cool in wintertime to have that real crackle and the real flame. Project fatigue is real. We've experienced that before. Yes, there are days when the work is overwhelming and you wish that you had the funds to just hire somebody to come in and take care of all of it for you. But the reality of our situation is that if we want to do all of the things with this house that we would like to, then we're going to have to be willing to do the work ourselves, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to afford it at the end of the day. We're back at the entry now, so the opposite side of the house is where all of the bedrooms are, and Mr. Draggyfoot likes to make himself known, so if you ever hear that sound, that's Arlo following us, right buddy? So yeah, sure does. So we have a closet here, good storage. This will be the bathroom for kids and guests. I think it's pretty great. It's a decent size. We're going to swap out the vanity, the flooring, toilet and bath in there. We have the energy and the ability to do that at this point in our lives, and so we're gonna do it now. And this one is the one that Annie has selected for herself. We think it's gonna be a perfect room for her because it's the bump out. When I saw the house from the outside the first time, I imagined that the bump out was gonna be where the kitchen was and that that would be kind of a cool eating space. I totally can see this being a little girl's room. She's excited for it. She's thinking she might do some special paint with the bump out walls there. The little princess is gonna have a special room in here. Do not open, that's hilarious. The door says do not open, so apparently we can't show you the closet, but.
No, we can.
And while the transformation of the inside of this house is something that we know we are capable of and we are really excited for, what excites us the most about this property and this new adventure is what lies beyond the walls of this home. This is the second bedroom, and this is going to be Clark's room. The kids did a trade-off. Since Jonathan and I have a bigger bedroom than we're accustomed to, down the road we would like to upgrade from a queen to a king. So Clark told Annie that she could choose which bedroom she wanted if he could have our queen mattress. So Annie chose the bump out room. So this is Clark's room. It may not be as unique or whatever as hers, but they both have great views, great closet space, and I totally can see this being Clark's area. He does have a neat space over here, a little like nook, where I'm thinking maybe we can set him up with a desk or a computer in the future. Anyway. As always, the timing on this process and the beautiful story that is unfolding is just so breathtaking, because we are going to be moving into the house and working on the inside of the house during a season kind of transition anyway, as we're heading into the fall and the winter when things don't naturally lend themselves to outdoor life. It gives us a chance to focus on the inside of the house while we can be making plans and preparations for what will come on the outside down the line. And welcome to our big master. The master bedroom is very large. I love our view here down to the pasture. Probably won't be able to see it from our bed, but I just had an idea. I'm gonna set up a chair here. That's gonna be my reading nook. I've never had a space just for reading, and so this is gonna be my reading corner where I can look down at the field and the sun rays. The walk-in closet is actually the place where I think Jonathan could set up an office if he finds that he needs more quiet and privacy, because it is large. Let's see if our closet is big enough for Annie to do a flip. And the master bathroom. We have a dual vanity. I will say, Jonathan and I work pretty well together in tight spaces. I don't really feel like we were ever that couple that feels like they're in each other's way, they need their own space. We never had separate bathrooms or anything like that. We right now have the corner tub. Our dreams would be to have one of the freestanding tubs. Not sure if we're gonna keep the corner tub. It is large, and so I like that about it, but I really like the look of the freestanding. There is a lot of work for us to do in the coming weeks and months on the inside of this house, but at the end of the day, we are excited to roll up our sleeves, to get sweaty, to make this house ours, to make it beautiful, and we're really looking forward to bringing you all along for the ride. The last space to show you is the unfinished basement. It is a complete replica as far as square footage of the upstairs because it is a rancher home. In future years, when we have the funds to be able to finish the basement, it's going to be huge. I honestly think the basement was one of the top selling features in this house for us on the inside. Obviously the number one feature above anything else was the land, but we did love it down here and we loved the potential. We're thinking in the future we could put maybe a bar over here in the corner, maybe a little theater with inclined seats over here, bathroom over here. Jonathan could have a real office and not be in a closet if he put an office here. There's another bump out, which is so cool. Lots and lots of potential. Obviously you can see that right now this is the house of all of the things that we took out of storage, but we still have plenty of space. We were telling the kids that what they can do while we're renovating and hard at work upstairs is be roller skating down here because both of them love to do that. Even with all of our stuff in here, they actually can still do it. This is the first time I've seen the basement with the things in it. I was busy elsewhere yesterday when everybody was here helping us. I'm very, very pleased with the size of this basement and the potential that it has for the future. Next week, there will actually be a little change in scenery for our video because we are going to be taping from our family vacation in Topsail, North Carolina. We are looking forward to bringing you along for the much needed week of relaxation before we come back and start demolition. But after that, grab your hard hats and your hammers and come along for the demolition and renovation ride. The house is already great. It has a lot of great features that we have never personally experienced before, but it needs some love. There's a lot of pet damage throughout the house, so our first priority It's gonna be getting those walls down, and then we're gonna be tearing out all of the old flooring, getting new paint on all of the walls and new flooring, and then we will go from there. We love this place already, and we are very, very excited to make it ours. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next week. Wait, is it a master closet?
Walk-in closet.
Yeah, there we go. Go eat your dinner, because we're gonna be leaving in a couple minutes. Ooh, taping with kids. And a dog. Real life. Oh, but yes. There. This is the downside of filming outside. Bugs.